It's a right foot that McBride is holding, and this is the leading scorer for San Antonio at 18 points per game.
Dang. What was, ooh. I was in a lot of pain. I knew it right away because I had felt the pain before. I was guarding Maya, and it was an ISO situation, and I planted back on my right foot, and I pushed off, and I just felt it like give, and it wasn't even like a loud noise or anything like that. It was just like a small crack. Everything kind of went silent. You know, I don't think it was anything that I necessarily remember about it. Just not again. The reasons I am who I am is because of the game that I've been playing my whole life. And to have to go without it again for another 4 or 5 months, probably longer, that hurts. When you're playing, you get in the schedule, and it's like, okay, every day I wake up, this is what I do. And you forget about the little things, like the spiritual aspect, the emotional aspect, the relationship aspect, and all of those things are able to grow if you want them to. But it is a vulnerable state.
What happened?
No, it was my dribble.
Is your dribble?
Yeah, but I was doing it too easy, and then I was coming up in my. The biggest thing I struggle with right now is people forgetting who I was before my injury. I got hurt in July, and the season went on. Like, it wasn't like it stopped because I got injured. So to know that people might forget who you were, that all-star, that top scorer in the league, you know, that person on the San Antonio Stars, that's hard. Now it's like I had to prove myself all over again. It's a tough feeling, but every day I wake up and I make that choice to prove everybody wrong. Some people play the game because they're good at it. Some people play it because they're athletic. I do it because I am literally in love with it. And so it's not about anything else for me. It's just that. And that's my motivation. Even on those tough days, I remember why I do it. It's because I'm in love with it. And it's so hard because I was so angry at first. You know, I'm like, why is this happening? Like, maybe this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. Because for that split second, you do think that. You're like, maybe this happened again. You know, it's like, I didn't know. I just didn't understand. This is probably the hardest part of my day, just because it's not basketball related. So it takes a little bit more mental for me, but it's probably the most important part. When you get injured, everything kind of shuts down for a little bit. Anybody who's gone through rehab knows rehab therapy is probably the hardest part for any athlete. It forces you to have to deal with everything that has been neglected while you're injured. And that's probably the hardest part, is feeling yourself be weak and feeling yourself have to start all over. It does get frustrating because I want to be really good at it, but I know it's going to take time, and I want to do it right. You know, I don't mind being frustrated, I don't mind being challenged. I feel like that's when the best of me comes out. I don't see my injury as a failure, but it's something that you learn from, and I feel like the most successful people are the ones who were able to fail and then succeed.